callers, let's have a talk. I know my camera is like off over here because I'm about to switch in a minute, but I want to do an intro with full cam. By the way, I want to show off. Yes, the tree is gone. You see? No tree. Woo! No tree. Wait, full cam? Oh God. Oh God. What am I doing? I don't know what's going on, but there we go. There's your intro. If it isn't some crazy nonsense, it isn't a proper Mr. Gaming Counselor. Also, being able to speak English properly. I swear, I wish I knew Spanish. And I could say it's because I'm Hispanic. That's why I don't know English, but I can't. I was born and raised in English. And I was never taught Spanish, even though I'm half Hispanic, Argentinian. I don't even have that as a crutch to say, sorry, no English, no, mi español, no, I can't even fake it. I'm just bad. And yes, I am a debater, which is sad. I'm a debate coach. Just because I'm not a speech coach, I'm a debate coach. There's a difference. All right, nonsense across is probably the most lightness I can do for this video. Let's have a conversation, scholars. Welcome to Counselor's Office. The Destiny community is again upset. They are, usually I'm always like, yeah, I'm rallying the troops. We're standing against Bungie and their bullcrap. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And I know it's gonna make people upset. People are upset because the shader isn't, the chatter white shader isn't white enough. It's not that deep. I know. I gave heart attacks across the board. People who are like, I come here because you are always going to be critical of Bungie. We'll get to that in a minute. You guys are having heart attacks. And then the people who hate watch me, they're like, I'm waiting for him to say something so I can say something back at him. I'm like, they're having a heart attack because they never expected me to actually say it's not a big deal. They never expected me to take the other side on this situation. Listen. I think it's valid criticism when we're about to jump into this. And the main complaint is that Chatter White, there's two complaints. There are the people who don't know what Chatter White is, and they assumed it was all white, and they're upset that it's not all white. Then there's veterans who know what Chatter White looks like because from D1. And they're upset because there's blue in Chatter White. And there's never been blue. And we have like Bitter Pearl, which is supposed to be the VOG version with white and blue. There's two different complaints going on there. I don't think I'm going to be honest. It's a valid complaint. Not the white part. I think if you want a full white one, that's a complaint that you just, hey, can we have a full white one? But for the ones that know what Chatter White is, I completely agree. This is Bungie hyped this thing up. They made it a big deal. The prologue of the past or present or whatever the bullshit it's called. They hyped that event up and making the Chatter White the poster child of, oh God, you guys should care about this event because of Chatter White. I think it is on Bungie's feet that they're over. You know what the problem is? And I'm just going to say it right here. Neither side's wrong. It's not deep. And it is Bungie being stupid. But the problem is Bungie is finally coming to the climax of them using nostalgia to try to lure people in. It's no longer successful. And people are so jaded with Bungie fucking up that the smallest thing is setting the community off because they are so tired of Bungie's failures. So both sides are correct. It's not a big deal, but it's just a compounding variable added to the stack of things of, oh, well, of course Bungie's going to fuck up. And when you have Bungie overhyping and putting things on a pedestal like, oh my God, this is what happens. People get pissed. And that's my honest opinion. I think the time for Bungie to stop over relying on nostalgia bait, it's time to go. Especially, and I'm going to say it, My critique of this whole thing is that one, it was time gated. Yes, it was only a couple days, but it's still time gated. Why the fuck was it time gated? And two, it's a two-week event, but you can't even farm it. Which the whole purpose of time gating something, if you can farm for it, is to slow people down. But what ended up happening is everyone waited. This is the weekend right now, and there's currently like 30K people on, which is higher than like some of the Act 3 went up and immediately stayed down. This is the longest we've had like 30K players in like several weeks to a month. That's because everyone's now getting on the weekend. They waited. They're like, well, I'm not going to play Destiny until the weekend and do it all at once, which defeats the purpose of time gates. Time gate is to build retention, and they didn't do that. So Bungie actively is fucking up in replayability and in the whole process of retention. So that's where I'm coming from. That's my critique. I think we should focus on that. Yes, I agree. You know, they hyped up this beloved D1 shader, and people are pissed that it's not like it has blue. It's not an absolute 100% one-to-one because of how it's shading certain armor pieces, which I think is a Destiny 2 problem, not Destiny 1, because I think there's a lot more armor choices in D2, and so the theme is not being kept the same how Bungie has their system. It's a D2 problem. I don't think it necessarily is the shader itself problem. It's a D2 how Bungie sets up the armor pieces and how they reflect shaders, which I think overall there's an argument to saying that the shader system entirely in D2 sucks ass because it doesn't actually represent. Like, you play Warframe, you choose the color green, it's going to be fucking green on your guns and your items and your Warframes. Like, that's how it usually is. Destiny, it's, oh, well, it shows white, but then you get fucking blue, right? So I think it's a systematic issue. I don't think it's necessarily just, oh, it's a chatter white. I want to say this because I'm trying to be logical, and I feel like it's choosing your battles. Why choose the battle over chatter white when it's just this has been an issue like for many years? Like, this has been ongoing. So that's where I would like to focus my argument, is instead of just focusing on chatter white, just focus on the fact that the whole shader system sucks ass and needs improvement, like, dramatically. But the community is mad. Dude, it's blue. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know why it has blue eyes. That's kind of weird. This is, like, again, a good example of armor that's reacting in a different way than it should. Stop saying it was blue in D1. It wasn't. You're stupid. YouTube is a free website. And people are getting pissed. Every smooth brain troglodyte replied to this tweet with, it was blue in D1. You need to look at these videos and shut up. God dang. What blows my mind is that there's not being any blue. The off-white bone, cardboard, or brown doesn't show on select armor either. All we need was a soft, warm, all-white shader, since we have a cold, all-white shader with Honors of the Night. Here's the thing, though. Again, this is an issue not with the shader, but the shader system, the representation of how it reacts to each armor piece. Again, that's you think bigger, not smaller. I think the complaining about the shader system in general is a fair complaint. It's blue. Yeah, I mean, it does remind me of Trials of the Nine, because Trials of the Nine does the same thing. Yeah, the blue, again, I'm not saying people are wrong. Wow, you guys really do exaggerate. Oh my God, you guys bitch too much about everything. Again, it's all about, ain't no way people think this beige shader looks good. Leave me alone. And I think there is, listen, I'm always the one calling out Bungie ball fondlers. I think there is definitely bigger issues. Yeah, there's blue there. There's blue there. Like, I agree. I think there's a systematic error when the entire share isn't stark blinding. I don't like the game much. I feel like it's beating around the bush of giving people what they want. If people want all white shader, give them an all white shader and call it a day, like they did with Super Black, which still isn't even a perfect all black. They are so adverse to giving people what they want. I agree that they should just do an all-white shader. Listen, here's the thing. I expect what they're going to do in the future is give everyone a white memento like they did the Twilight Halloween one, which is pure black, which is what I use on the BXR because I like the BR look. And you don't get that with super black. You get that with the Twilight memento. So they're probably going to do a future white memento, which I know is not going to make anyone actually happy. I'm going to be honest. I think the newer mementos are better with the special effects. I think that's great. That animated is what memento should be. If it's just a generic ass color like black, I think it's bullshit, and that should be an actual shader, not a fucking memento. But animations, fancy animations, I'm okay with that being more memento based. Or if they give a specific design, like they maybe make your gun look slightly different outside of just a brief animation, like a special glow effect or something. I'm okay with that. Again, that's a different system we could talk about instead of focusing on just one shader. Chatter. Oh, God. Oh, no. The community is so upset. Fell for D1 buzzword again. Buzzwords again award. Yeah, I mean, again, that's, yeah, D1. There it is. Is that really D1 though? Like, I don't remember it ever getting that dark with Chatterwhite. There's no shot. There's no shot. Anyways, as you can tell, people are absolutely upset. Oh, yeah. So again, this is the problem of some armor pieces and exotics. They changed what the shader actually fucking looks like. Instead of having the shader change what the exotic looks like, it's the exotic that changes the shader. And it's just this, again, systematic issues in my opinion. Here's a comparison to Chatterwhite and Honors of the Nine. So people are showing off the difference. As we could see, we've got white, like white with blue. Like this is true blue. And this is mostly on weapons, like tan white. Even DMG had to come out and said, OG Chatterwhite team went for faithful reintroduction. Here, y'all, you want more clean white shaders and we'll pass the feedback. And that's where a lot of people who are newer to Destiny don't even know what Chatterwhite is. They just always heard from friends or those who have always been playing Destiny, like Chatterwhite was this OG white shader. And then you see crap like this and they're like, yeah, that's not all white. That's not what we were told. And people don't realize that's Chatterwhite. That's the OG. I know that we get hyped. It's nostalgia bait. And that's the problem with nostalgia. People get so focused on nostalgia and blinded that they think it was so good back in the day. And it was. But they don't realize we have a lot better shaders. Even though the armor system doesn't always keep it one for one the way it should be. The way that the shaders look. I mean, that's just how it is. With the new trials changes, I think it'd be a good opportunity to reintroduce old 9 trials as well. Maybe someday. Clean white shader belongs to Honor of the 9 only. Some things should be gay kept. Should it? Should it really? Something that you can't even earn? I don't think so. Any Destiny players who are still hiding behind the gatekeep this because year 1 mentality needs to leave. It's been 10 years. Get over yourself. When I'm a dog shit take a competition, my opponent is. I think what this is fish baited. So this is obviously a bait tweet. But even though this may be a bait, there's people who actually believe this, by the way. People talked about like the Trials of 9 special armor, like the different version. You can get ace armor from Prophecy. Or at least I think you could. I don't remember where you get it now. But that's the Trials of 9 armor set is in the game. You just can't get the glows on it. And people are like, you shouldn't be able to get that anymore. I disagree. I think put that crap into Trials and make people chase for it. I think that's a fantastic way to continue to boost population and certain things is make people want to chase it. Again, we're getting off topic, but you get what I'm getting at. No one wanted to play that 4v4 slot fest with just Midas and Uriel. What do you mean bring that mother back? All right, Chatter Whites. Oh, yeah. So let's just go down the Twitter line. Again, I've said all I want to say. Like specifically, that I'm just interested in the community and seeing how upset the community is. I think this is Bungie's fault. They relied too heavily on nostalgia bait, and they didn't hold it to a true, like they can't, because the shader system sucks ass, and so the shader system is not respecting the true identity of Chatter White, and so it's adding blue where fucking blue shouldn't be. And so it's pissing off veterans. And then new players who don't even know what Chatter White is, think it's all white shader, are pissed because it looks like this. Bungie just, and here's the reason people are upset about the smallest thing of a shader. It's because they're jaded on failures. They're jaded on, like, this is just another tally on what Bungie has done fucked up versus what they've done good. People are very easily irritated. And I understand that. And I respect that because Bungie deserves it. Bungie is a shitty company, shitty leaders, and I have no respect for them. Fuck them. There's devs out there who truly care about the company, and heart goes out to them. But at the same time, like, jump off ship. You're wasting your time and your talent and your passion on a company that doesn't respect you and it doesn't respect its consumer. But is this something, a hill that we need to die on? No, it's just a fucking shader. And I know that's rich coming from me because I'm always very critical of Bungie. But I'm about choosing battles. And I think I've given several actual key points that you could die on versus there's fucking blue in the shader. I'm like, I know I'm being the voice of reason for some people, and other people are pissed that I'm not the reason they want to hear. But like, seriously, Bungie does enough fuck ups that we could point out in so many other ways. I don't think, I just, again, why are we angry about the shader being blue and not the fact that the event itself is not farmable? Like, people are talking about this versus the fact that the 2-week event, you just won and done it, and that's it. There's no fucking reason to do it. Like, it would have been great for new players and veterans who want to stock up materials or spoils. Like, hell, I would be farming spoils. And if you told me that, maybe it's time gated and you had to wait a day for another bounty to pop up, or certain, like, they could have done it in a way that, I don't know. Or maybe the rewards are time gated, so you can only farm for so many slots a day. Like, let's say the spoils, you can only pull 25 spoils 5 times per day. So, okay, well, I'm going to come back every day just for that opportunity to get as many spoils as I can. And for new players, you can take those spoils to the kiosk and buy some raid exotics, and then you can get those materials to then buy ritual weapons and other exotics. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like the reason for people being mad is justified, but I do think it's excessive. And even you have other people on the side that are making fun of it. And this is the thing. I think if you swing the pendulum too far to one side, people start doing this where they minimize it, right, justifiably, and they're going to continue to minimize things that are really important. Yeah, like, when I equip Chatter White, why are you blue? I think Chatter White looks good. I mean, it's fine. I think it's fine. It's not what people were expecting. And then having blue in it really pisses off the veterans. And again, that is a systematic issue with shaders, which has been a problem in this game. Just fucking no one's bothered to complain about it or criticize it enough that Bungie didn't see it as a problem. Chatter White, more like used toilet paper. Again, this is someone who thought it was going to be nothing but white. And again, this is a systematic issue with the shaders in this game. In my opinion, I think how some of the things shade in Destiny 2 are worse than Destiny 1. Because Destiny 1 felt like it was more one for one, versus Destiny 2 is if the armor decides it fucking likes you, it'll shade nicely. See right here? This is a part, like an armor system that accepts the white. That is this. I mean, it's so white you could say this is a picture of a natural American right here. Got the fat belly, he's a big boy. In fact, I would imagine that a lot of people who are defending Bungie, this is exactly what they look like. Honors of the Nine is more white. Again, there we go with Honors of the Nine also has blue in it, but in this case, the armor is doing a better job at not showing the blue for some reason. Here's the difference between Honors. Yeah, I mean, Shatter White has always been a little grainy. People just want an all white. Bungie making Shatter White in Destiny 2. What should Shatter White look like? Add a green glow, a blue glow. Why don't we make it actually all white? Yeah. I get it. Shatter White looks like Shatter White. Running out of content. Were you not on the internet yesterday? For all you complaining about Shatter White is wrong. It's not. This is how it looked in D1. It looks fine. Even said they want a faithful recreation of D1. Please stop complaining about every little thing Bungie does. It's exhausting. Again, you're not wrong, but you are actually wrong because there's blue. On a different note, I adore the Shatter White. Again, there's people who are always obviously like, I can't attack people for defending Bungie because they're not wrong. People are overblowing the situation, but at the same time, they are still fondling and gurgling Bungie's balls. So shout out to the Bungie ball fondlers. Wow, the new Shatter White shader has a little blue in it. What is this? I actually know what shader that is too, which is funny. I love the shader. Let's see what 80% of my wants to get shader white is now gone. Like, why? Stop putting PvP requirements and stuff. Get 50 Guardian final blows. Yeah, it is what it is. Shatter White. I mean, technically they do show a little blue right here. I mean, there is a blue glow. Again, I'll say again like 5 times apparently. Yeah, where's our baby? This is what I really want is Glowhoo watching Super Black and Shatter White get their D. This is the one I really want. Screw these two. We already had like a memento for this one, and we had plenty of white shaders. Glowhoo is where it's at, baby. I was so disappointed when we didn't get that back. Shatter White versus Honor of the Nine. As much as I love gatekeeping, it's a real missed opportunity that Bungie doesn't unvault shaders and ornaments for a game to give. Or they could have done that too. Like what? Wait, what? Why is it red? Oh, that has to be the armor itself then. Again, the armor system in D1, it would mostly override that. Shatter White Dragon. I don't think it should override the effect though. Maybe it should. I don't know. I mean, you see the blue in the back and the wings. I prefer document comparing the new white shader with the existing one. Left Shatter White, right Honors. I mean, they both have fucking blue in it. And people are just upset because this one has, it looks like Shatter White except for the blue. Where's Shatter White? Look, like it's not hooked up in collections. Okay, whatever. World's most recent Shatter White, no one cares. Oh, Shatter White, I've missed you. Looks so good. All right, gamers, which one is Bearer Pearl and which one is Shatter White? I want to say this is Bearer Pearl because of the black. And this is Bearer Pearl because of the black. I think this is Shatter White. Hey! Hey! I got it right! Except the arms. They wasn't even part of it. But yeah, I knew it was Shatter White, and then I called this. Hell yeah! Shatter White. Yeah, again, you see it doesn't override some of the armor pieces, and it should. Even stuff like this, the details. You can't beat away the details. What, Shatter White is orange? All right. I think we're good. I think, as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, people are upset at a shader. I do think it is over exaggerated.
And people are still like half of the community that's upset doesn't even know what Shatter White really is. And the ones that do know what it is, and it's not the fact that it has a darker shade to it. It's the blue that makes them mad. Again, I think this is a problem with the shader system itself, how it interacts with armor pieces in D2. And I think if you want to criticize Bungie saying, hey, please fix the shader system, this is another pain point in Destiny where when we try to work on fashion, the shader ruins it because it doesn't do 1-for-1 like any other fucking game where you put white on something and it's white, not white and fucking blue. Again, I think that's a fair criticism, but that's not what people are upset about. They're just sad and upset that Shatter White isn't, exactly 1-for-1 because of the sneaky blue that leaks in there. I don't think Bungie is going to satisfy everyone in this situation because everyone is freaking jaded in the failures. Like, it is funny. You could fail so much that you jade out your community to the point where even the smallest thing, like a shader having blue in it, will fucking piss everyone off. And that's the real state of Destiny 2. Bungie brought the bar so low that even a shader being slightly different is enough to set everyone off. Good job, Bungie. Man, I can see why Bungie didn't win Community of the Year award at the Game Awards, because you fucking didn't deserve it. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. I never thought I'd play Devil's Advocate, but here we are. It's okay. The time will go. You'll forget about the shader just like you'll probably forget about this game. And until next time, I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, and don't forget to game out. Peace. Huzzah!